Hey guys, hope you're doing well. My name is Louie. I'm going to be doing a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. If you guys want to book a personal reading with me, please check the description box below. All the information will be found there, guys. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Louie Spiritual Tarot. I am putting up a lot of things, so I am new to TikTok, so I don't know it very well, but it's getting there. So don't forget to follow me on there and on Instagram, Louie Spiritual Tarot. Guys, thank you so much for the likes, the super chats, the donations. I am extremely thankful, humbled. I am sending that back to you tenfold, sending you blessings, loving, prosperity your way. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in and see what Spirit has for you guys today. All right, so I'm going to cleanse the energy. Alright guys, let's see, let's start with this one, with this deck. Okay, so Yin Yang. Alright, if you guys are interested, you guys can purchase it on Amazon. Alright, so Angel Guides, Spirit Guides are good, living light, clear and precise messages for my Aquas. What does Aquarius need to know at this time for the higher greater good? I'm a little under the weather, guys. It's been raining a lot here in Florida. So, the weather's all over the fucking place. Guys, disclaimer, I do cuss from time to time. Please don't. So, if that's not your cup of tea, it's white. Alright, so let's see. You got this Mars here, hot action. Okay, so putting things into action here. Alright, for some of you here, there's passion, there's lust, there's anger, there's attraction. Somebody could be angry at you. Alright, but this is definitely hot energy. Alright, springtime could be significant. Alright, timing card, planting seeds, plans, preparation, putting in the work. So some of you here are putting in the work when it comes to something. You're you have a new understanding when it comes to something as well. Alright, so what else, Spirit? This is vitality. This is you having the urge to start something new. This is you having this burst of energy, okay? So somebody here is lonely. Somebody here is in self-doubt. Okay, they're negative or they're thinking negative. All right, so for some of you here, this doesn't have to be you. This could be the other person that you're dealing with. All right, so flip it, switch it, but not hopeful, discontent. Somebody here is discontent with some sort of outcome here. Okay, so with their family. All right, commitment, home, marriage, celebration, security. Somebody could be in a fake family dynamic, okay, playing house, but they feel lonely, they feel distorted, they feel lonely. I said that. They feel doubts, okay, they're not hopeful. All right, so what else, Spirit? You got attraction. So you and this person have mutual feelings, or you could be feeling drawn to this person, okay, so this person could be reflecting, so they could be calling you with their thoughts, with their thought process, okay, whatever. All right, so shadow work, somebody's doing the shadow work here, and that could be attractive to them, okay, or that could be attractive to you. Soul searching, deep introspection, evaluating. Some of you are in hermit energy, some of you are in hermit mode, isolating, learning something new. All right, so what's this Mars in spring? Planting seeds. All right, North Node. So you know what your destiny is. Okay, so definitely fate, evolution, finding your life path. Okay, for some of you here, this could include a move. Okay, so this is karmic challenges. This is definitely a path that's opening or presenting itself to you. All right, for some of you here, your karmic challenges have been paid, so now you're being rewarded by the universe. All right, so maybe with a union. Okay, there could be somebody here that wants to reunite with you. There could be somebody here that wants a union with you. All right, so let's get into the tarot. Spirit guides, answer spirit of good, love, and light, clear and precise messages for my Aquas. What is all this with Mars, spring, North Node, destiny, fate, evolution, somebody planting some sort of seed? One more. So yeah, the sun is in the reverse. So yeah, definitely somebody here is trying to hide something. All right, that could be significant. They lost their vitality. They're not hopeful. They're oppressed. They're depressed. Okay, that could be significant because they're not getting an equal give and take. All right, they're heartbroken. For some of you here, you were the person that was making them happy. All right, you were the person that was giving to them always. Okay, so now they're heartbroken. You built this wall and you're not letting anybody in. All right, you realize what's a bad investment, what's a good investment. All right, so what is this, Spirit? What is this for Aquarius? So you got the Seven of Swords, and it came out in the reverse. Okay, so somebody wanting to confess something. Okay, could be significant, Aquarius energy. All right, so somebody taking accountability when it comes to something. What's the Seven of Swords in the reverse, Spirit? Somebody wants to confess something. Somebody doesn't want to lie about something anymore. All right, the King of Swords is in the reverse. All right, so that could be you for some of you here. You guys are not going to continue playing some sort of game here. Okay, so King of Swords is in the reverse. So you're very logical. You could be rude, spiteful, whatever, towards this person. Okay, or this could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Six of Pentacles. All right, so that's because they didn't give you an equal give and take. Okay, or somebody here could be getting a divorce. Okay, so with the King of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so that could be for some of you here, and you guys are going to get some sort of child support. All right, so definitely you're going to be in alignment. Okay, Eight of Cups here, so you need to walk away from what no longer serves you. You could be stagnant right now. Okay, so Eight of Cups, somebody has abandonment issues, so you're being stuck? No. Okay, so let's see, what's the Seven of Swords in the reverse? What's the Seven of Swords here in the reverse, Spirit? You got the Three of Swords. So yeah, somebody here is heartbroken. Okay, somebody here got caught in the act of doing something. All right, whatever they got caught doing with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, they could have been deceitful, a sneaky person, a sneaky link, cheater. Okay, so that could be significant. King of Swords is in the reverse. For some of you here, you cut this person off. You're not talking to this person. All right, so what's the Three of Swords? What's the Three of Swords? They could have put you in a third-party situation. Yeah, look, the Ten of Cups is in the reverse. They're heartbroken playing house somewhere else. They might be getting divorced, okay? Or could be their family or lack of support when it comes to their family. All right, a lack of foundation, okay, could be significant. For some of you here, their family or your family does not support this union, okay? So you always have eagle eye energy on it. So what is this Ten of Swords here in the reverse? What's the Ten of Swords here? I mean, the Ten of Swords. That would be an ending. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, they made a bad investment. Ten of Cups. I'm sorry, guys. Ten of Cups here in the reverse. A lack of support. All right, so this harmony, this union, this is not the white picket fence that somebody believed they had. All right, 7 years could be significant. 6 out of those 7 years could be significant. But yeah, a bad investment. You're not seeing the fruits of your labor when it comes to something, so you're letting it go. All right, so you need to walk away from what no longer serves you, so you could go into your North Node, you could go into your destiny and make the plans necessary that you need so that you can have this passion, this fiery start, okay, for your life. All right, so what's Seven of Pentacles in the reverse? The Justice in the reverse. Okay, so karmic, Libra, karmic laws, karmic cycles. Okay, for some of you here, somebody's getting some sort of karma. Justice in the reverse. Okay, or they could be dealing with legal issues. All right, and they have to pay out. All right, what's this Justice in the reverse? Something is not balanced. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a Libra. What is this Justice in the reverse? The Moon, Cancer. All right, so something hidden is coming to light. Okay, so when it comes to something, for some of you here, somebody's getting some sort of bad karma. Okay, for trying to separate, for trying to get you out of your destiny, for trying to fuck with your destiny, okay, and swap and shit like that. You can't do that. All right, so that could be significant. Seven of Swords is in the reverse, so they got caught in the act. King of Swords is in the reverse, so you guys are bitter towards this person. Okay, so the Moon is in the reverse. Almost all these cards are in the reverse. Okay, except the Three of Swords. So there's no reason for you to be feeling heartbroken or something like that for someone who didn't appreciate you. Okay, so the Moon is in the reverse, Cancerian energy. All right, so whatever is hidden is coming to light. There has been revelations. Okay, for some of you here, somebody's getting some sort of karma and you're about to find out. Three of Pentacles in the reverse because they're unwilling to learn from past mistakes. Okay, so they could have been working with other people. Now they're all getting karma. All three of these motherfuckers. Stupid. Okay, so Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Right? What's doubts here? Lonely, negativity, not hopeful, discontent, and family. The Death card. Alright, so yeah, somebody here is undergoing some sort of transformation. They could be ending something with their family or their make-believe family. Okay, so what's this Death card? Scorpio energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. This person in doubts and lonely could be a Scorpio. Tell me more. Then you got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Everything that you've lost, you're about to regain. Alright, you're undergoing some sort of transformation. You're shedding the old and operating with the new. Okay, so Five of Pentacles is in the reverse. So the hardship is over. The spiritual hardship is over. Okay, somebody could have been left out in the cold. Okay, at one point, and now they are being left out in the cold. Okay, what's Five of Pentacles? The Temperance, yeah, they can't balance or restore something. Something is not done in moderation. Okay, so Sagittarius energy with the Temperance, the Death card. I feel like this person could be like haunted. Okay, so that's for some of you here. Spirit is attacking these people, or your guardian angels are attacking these people. Okay, so for whatever the hell they did, they're getting some sort of karma. What's this Temperance in the reverse? They don't know how to do things in moderation. It's almost like, okay, you want to do magic? All right, do magic. But damn, every day? The fuck? What's Temperance? You should be manifesting things for yourself. Magic is not to go against someone's will, alright? It'll come right fucking back to you. Knight of Cups. Here comes a love offer of some sort. What's the Knight of Cups? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. King of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, this person's in love with the idea of love. Okay, so be careful. They could be moody. They could be King of Wands in the reverse. They could be a fucking warlock. Okay, they like to play with magic. They like to dabble. Right, Aries, Leo, Sag energy with the King of Wands. They're insecure about themselves. For some of you here, they could be insecure. They're a tyrant. Okay, so if something doesn't go their way, they lash out. Okay, so that could be significant. They overindulge with the Temperance in the reverse. There is no balance. There is no restoration here. You could be mad at this person. This person is mad at you. King of Swords here is in the reverse, and the King of Wands is in the reverse. So both of y'all not talking to each other. You realize this person's a piece of shit. This person realized that you don't want nothing else to do with them. Okay, so what's this King of Wands in the reverse? They cannot even be a leader. Okay, they're a follower. So for some of you here, this person is following what other people are saying, okay, and it could definitely be their family. Alright, so that could be significant, or because of their family, or maybe they don't want to be accepted, or something like they don't feel accepted for what they like, or what they want to do. Alright, so what's the King of Wands in the reverse? You got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, definitely magic, okay. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn could be significant, breadcrumbing, okay. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse to me is like divination tools for some of you here, or magic. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse here, somebody here could have been doing some sort of magic on like everyday kind of thing. They don't do things in moderation. Okay, they use divination tools to spy on you and your love life. Right now they're fucking going through it. Doubts, lonely, with all this negativity, not hopeful and discontent. Okay, what's the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Spirit? It could be this person's family here because they don't want them to commit. Okay, that could be significant as well. The Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, they wanted to cloud your judgment. For some of you here, you already know this. Okay, this could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. All right, or they have that in their chart. All right, this Queen of Pentacles is a gold digger. Okay, they could be an herbalist. They could be into tarot. But they're clouded, okay? For some of you here, you're finally starting to see the truth about this person. You know exactly who it is. Sounds to me like this bitch is always tempted. Okay, so for some of you here, if you're dealing with somebody who's always tempted, okay, they might have some sort of like energy work. They need to go within and fix that shit. Okay, so that's not for you to fix. Alright, what's the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse? Somebody's not reliable, somebody's not resourceful. Alright, somebody could be a bad mother here. Alright, so, I'm not saying you guys are, but yeah, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This has to do with this person's family. Okay, or your family or something like that. These people could be corrupt. Alright, these people are just waiting on the next check. Okay, they're just waiting on the next money-hungry situation they could scheme off of. This corruption, right? Instability. Somebody could be getting money in a quick way or something like that. That's just going to come and bite them in the ass. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's in debt. Somebody feels in debt, okay, to this person, whoever this person is. What's the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse? Or this company or whatever. What is this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse? The Queen of Wands. What's the Queen of Wands? So you got the Queen of Wands in the upright, the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. You might have children with this person, right? You got a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody here, this could be the same person. Let me see. What's this Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. You got Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Yeah, somebody's going under judgment. All right, so somebody might want to reconcile with you. This could be a renewal of some sort. Right, they're watching you, how you're so confident. Okay, you could be alarming people. You could be, this is like a wake-up call. Okay, so for some of you here, somebody's having some sort of wake-up call when it comes to you. Okay, or something like that with the judgment. Renewal, decisions. All right, something from your past is coming back around. Right, it could be your confidence. It could be your leadership roles. Okay, or something like that. It's almost like whatever they're doing is going against them. Okay, and you're coming out winning. Alright, so as they lose and as that they go down, you're going to continue coming up on the spotlight. Alright, so what's judgment? Now they're being judged. For some of you here, you're judging them. Yeah, you're not making excuses for them anymore. Ten of Swords. The hard work, the hard part of it all is over. Gemini energy. Alright, so you could be waking up to this. No more depression, no more isolation. Okay, some of you are getting out of your comfort zone. Alright, some of you are being asked to get out of your comfort zone. Somebody's getting some sort of judgment. Okay, and it's going to be slow. Slow. Okay. They could be going through endings here as well. What's the Ten of Swords in the reverse? I don't know, because I started with the Death card, lonely. Somebody here, this person, by doing magic on you or something like that, they could have lost someone. I'm telling you, magic is no, like, I know that you could manifest. Like, for example, I'm going to go ahead and stop this right here real quick. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, false security. All right, so Virgo energy. Magic, if you're trying to manifest things into reality, great, that's good. Okay, you can manifest money, you can manifest abundance, you can manifest love for yourself, you can manifest things for yourself. Okay, if you have to go against somebody's will, right? In other words, I'm gonna do this magic on this guy because, or this girl because I don't want them to be with anybody else. That shit goes back to you. That's chaos magic, right? There's two types of magic. There's white magic, there's black magic, and you have to be in tune with both. Some of you have to be in tune with both. This motherfucker over here is in tune with dark. Okay, they just want something so bad that they'll do whatever it takes to get it, and it's going back reversed. Okay, it's turning back on them. Right, so with their family, with their doubts, their loneliness, okay, the Death card there, they're not undergoing some sort of transformation. For some of you, this person continues repeating bad choices, right, and you're going through the transformation. For some of you here, you could be teaching this person how to go through a transformation and do the shadow work. Okay, so confirmation, tongue twister, confirmation. All right, what's this? Attract, passion, mutual, the Nine of Wands. You've already set walls. You're keeping and maintaining boundaries. You're the wounded warrior. You've already gone through the ringer and back. All right, so you're resilient. What's the Nine of Wands? The Knight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you're not letting this person come in. Okay, so for some of you here, now they have, when they do come in, they have a criminal background, all right? They're a fucking coward. Somebody here doesn't want to take accountability for whatever they did. Okay, they could have left, they could have done whatever the fuck they did. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're hasty. Okay, they could be like, what's Knight of Swords? Y'all look up this person's name with mugshot next to it. Okay, so, there's some of you here. That's who you're attracted to. A coward. What's the Knight of Swords here? The King of Pentacles in the reverse. So yeah, it could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Whoever this person is, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you're the Queen of Wands, where you're vivacious, you have this vitality, there's a new spark about you, okay, and it's driving everybody fucking crazy. Everybody here is doing the shadow work now, okay, with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. They're corrupt, they don't have stability, okay. Again, gold digging, cheaters, okay, they only care about money. Knight of Pentacles, they feel entitled, is in the reverse. They feel entitled, or they feel like they deserve this, they are owed this because they're part of this world. The fuck? Okay, what's King of Pentacles in the reverse? Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment below. What is this King of Pentacles in the reverse? Five of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, they didn't win. This person wanted to win at all costs. For some of you here, you defeated the monster. Okay, so what's Five of Swords in the reverse? There's no more competition. There's no more competing with you. You're definitely at a higher level, okay, than these people. Alright, so what is this Five of Swords? You've done the shadow work. You're soul searching. Okay, some of you are learning new things about yourself. Alright, so look, loving yourself. Ace of Cups. This was in the reverse and it went all the way around. Okay, so loving yourself. New love. Renewal. I feel like you're loving yourself. What's this Ace of Cups? And now this person wants to come in and bring you some sort of love offer. What's this Ace of Cups? Yeah, the Knight of Wands. I feel like this person's going to take action towards you. This would be an Aries, Leo, Sag for some of you here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Knight of Wands here is very lusty. They're very fickle. They don't know what they want, so they keep going back and forth. What's the Knight of Wands? The High Priestess. Okay, so for some of you here, you need to keep your moves silent. Okay, High Priestess here. Shh. You're very mysterious. Okay, so some of you here are psychics. Okay, some of you here are tarot readers. Alright, so somebody's wanting to know when is the best time to come through. Alright, so that could be significant here with the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy. For some of you here, you already know this is happening. This is intuitive, okay? For you, some of you here, you telepathically communicate with your person. Alright, what is, you don't need contact with the twin. You don't need contact. I mean, this could be a fallen twin, but at the same time, you guys could communicate telepathically. Alright, what is High Priestess? Alright, you guys have some sort of knowledge. Okay, this person likes the fact that you're smart, or that you have this knowledge, maybe to the occult or something like that. Okay, so what's the Knight of Wands with the High Priestess? Somebody's wanting to come in, y'all. Somebody sees you as sexy. Okay, somebody sees you as someone they want to do things with. You got the Hierophant in the reverse. The High Priestess and the Hierophant. Okay, so definitely a fallen twin could be significant. Taurus with the Hierophant in the reverse. The High Priestess. The Knight of Wands. What's the Hierophant in the reverse? The Eight of Swords. Somebody could be trapped in a love triangle or some sort. Okay, so that could be significant. Somebody here is self-sabotaging. Eight of Swords. They're trapped. They can get out. Okay, so that could be significant. They could be trapped through magic, through lust, through being bound. Okay, with the Eight of Swords. The Hierophant in the reverse could be a coven, could be a group of witches, could be a group of bitches. Okay, it's a group. Alright, so they're going against y'all. Alright, for some of you here, the Hierophant in the reverse, this could be like considered a church, this could be considered a coven, this could be considered the IRS, this could be considered anything like that. Alright, so the Hierophant in the reverse, they're not connected to source. Okay, so Eight of Swords, they could be going to jails. There could be something here that you could be unraveling or something like that, and some sort of industry here that's doing corrupt shit is going to go to jail. Alright, or the person is about to go to jail. Eight of Swords, or they're going to be in spiritual jail or trapped in some sort of mental prison of some sort. Okay, with the Hierophant in the reverse, they keep fucking with magic. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so what's the Eight of Swords? Now they're trapped. Now they can't get out. Now they're scared, hopeless, despaired. What's the Eight of Swords, Spirit? Queen of Swords. You could be speaking your truth. You're like, come hither, bro. Going straight for that jugular. Queen of Swords. Very logical, right? I feel like that's you. You're speaking your truth one way or another, and this is causing some sort of discord, okay? Because the Eight of Swords and the one sword that the Queen is carrying is Nine of Swords, so this person can't even sleep at night, okay? Because they're afraid of what you're gonna say. All right, Queen of Swords. What's Queen of Swords, Spirit? Eight of Swords in the reverse. They're conflicted. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Setbacks, delays, trying to do some sort of setback. And that's the Ten of Swords. What is the Ace of Swords in the reverse? What's the Ace of Swords in the reverse? For some of you here, somebody wants to silence you so bad, okay? But they're not gonna. Alright, so Ace of Swords in the reverse. They could be doing like fucking magic with a tongue. They could be doing magic so that you don't speak up. They could be doing magic, something like that. Ace of Swords is in the reverse. What's the Ace of Swords in the reverse? Yeah, they can't sleep at night. For some of you here, you had this in your dreams. You woke up, okay, in the middle of the night or some shit like that. You could be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so if you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, there's some sort of magic that's being done on you. Okay, so some sort of manipulation. Maybe you need to pay attention. Okay, pray at that time. All right, the Nine of Swords is in the reverse. Gemini energy. Eight of Swords here. Gemini energy as well. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini could be significant. Right, the Nine of Swords, you're waking up to something. You're finally letting the hardship is over. The worst of the hardship is over. Okay, so no more depression. All right, there's clarity in your mind. There might not be clarity in their mind, but there is clarity in your mind. Yeah, they're still feeling entitled. They're still here waiting for something to happen. Okay, so somebody's taking forever to come in with some sort of offer. For some of you here, you don't want it anymore. What's the Nine of Pentacles? Somebody's lazy. Nine of Pentacles is like a lazy boy on a lazy boy playing video games or something like that. You know, they don't work. They just stay around. Okay, for some of you, that could be your child. All right, what's the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse? They feel entitled to your winning. This is somebody here who's super fucking lazy. All right, for some of you here, this is why this person here doesn't reach out to you, is because they could be gold digging off of whoever they're with. Okay. Or stable with whoever they're with. Okay, that could be significant as well. I don't think they're that stable. So, the Emperor with an Aries. I feel like you're bossing up. What's his boss? What's his Aries? What's his Emperor? This could be a baby daddy for some of you here. What's his Emperor? The Tower. Okay, so I feel like this could be you, Scorpio energy. For some of you here, you're averting some sort of tower. Okay, you're avoiding some sort of chaos. Avoiding the inevitable. Or this person is avoiding the inevitable. They see you as their emperor, their empress, okay, but they're still trying to go against conformity. They're still trying to go against the grain. They're still going against the river, okay, flow of something. So, what's the Tower in the reverse? So they could be having chaos. Yeah, look, the Fool in the reverse. They don't want to take a risk. Okay, and for some of you here, it could be you who doesn't want to take a risk. All right, so Nine of Pentacles, especially with this person. The Lovers is in the reverse. The Page of Wands is in the upright. For some of you here, this person's just curious about you. Okay, they want to know what you got going on. I don't know, King of Cups is in the upright with the Star. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra, the Empress, and then the Strength card. The Five of Cups. They don't want to fight with you anymore, but they don't want to get back with you either. Because they know that the evil eye is being sent to them. The Devil, Capricorn energy, Eight of Wands. There's setbacks, there's delays here. Okay, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Is somebody here who has some sort of false start. Definitely gold digging. Okay. So the person that you're dealing with is definitely a money-hungry person. Okay. And then the lovers, they'll do anything. Okay. To be with somebody who gives them money. King of Cups with the star. Okay. That could be you. You're very empathetic. You're very psychic. You're very intuitive here. You're a nurturer. Okay. So the Emperor and the Empress is in the upright here. So they know they want to be with you. You know you want to be with them. But at the end of the day, you guys are not being together because of because of pride and ego, okay, or opposing forces. 5 of Wands in the reverse. You don't want to fight anymore. 2 of Cups. Breakup is done. Okay, disharmony, discord, we know it. Page of Swords. There's been evil eye energy ever since it started. So the Devil is in the reverse. You've had some sort of revelation. You're overcoming this block growth. Okay, 8 of Wands in the reverse. And you're working on something. 88 could be significant. That could be somebody's year. You're working on something. 8 of Wands. You're very skilled at whatever it is that you do. Okay, but you need to plan correctly. 2 of Wands is in the reverse. All right, so you need to make some sort of decision. All right, for some of you here, Spirit is telling you there's a new passion beginning. Get the fuck out of hermit mode. Okay, go travel. Something is going to give. Okay, you need to go ahead, set healthy boundaries and go travel. All right, love yourself, pamper yourself. The world is in the reverse, so your current approach is not working. Okay, so the world in the reverse, talking about you not feeling whole and complete all by yourself. Right, you are whole and complete all by yourself. And now the Wheel of Fortune is here. Right, so Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, fixed signs, and Capricorn, Saturn here. All right, so for some of you here, you're about to see a new, different life, okay? You have a renewed interest in the world. The 4 of Cups is in the reverse, all right? You're going to be in the public eye, and that's going to cause that's going to ruffle a lot of feathers, okay? For some of you here, what you do in the public eye is, like, speak up, okay, or expose something, all right? 6 of Wands. I feel like you're going to be celebrating here soon, letting go of all these burdens. 2 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. For some of you here, you're finally like prioritizing and balancing things out, okay? And then the Ace of Pentacles, there's a new beginning that's coming in for you. That's why these people are going to be a little mad. 9 of Cups is in the upright. That's wish fulfillment. All right, so 3 of Cups, a celebration. 2 of Pentacles, when it comes to money, with this new job, with this new opportunity. If y'all didn't have a job or something like that, you guys are about to get one, okay? Or they're about to call you. You're about to receive accolades and recognition, okay, for whatever it is that you do. They just need to make a decision, maybe between you and another person or something like that. The other person's going to be in regret. It's not your problem. All right, somebody could be feeling like they're in regret. They're in regret, okay? They chose wrong. They chose selfishness. Right, 3 of Wands. Now they don't have a sense of foresight. They're gonna come in with some fake apology. All right, they're holding on to some sort of resentment. They're holding on to something that they need to let go of. Capricorn energy. All right, what they need to let go of is the money. And if they really love somebody, money's not all about money. Okay, so the Hangman, they're gonna stay stuck in a certain situation because of their magic. Okay, because of people's magic, their family's magic. Whoever the fuck is doing this magic could be a Cancer, okay, so that he doesn't or she doesn't come towards you, okay. 6 of Swords. All right, so 6 of Cups is in the reverse, the 4 of Wands is in the reverse, and then the 4 of Swords. Somebody could have you on the altar, okay, you and your relationship in an altar or something like that. And for some of you here, this person doesn't realize that what's meant to be and what's destiny is destiny. And you had a past life connection with this person and it's being destroyed, okay, so you can't really destroy twins, okay. 44 could be significant. 4 of Wands is in the reverse. 4 of Swords. You guys need to rest or put something to rest, okay? Some of you are putting this shit to rest. You need to. For your sanity, for your own sake. Okay, so. Advice, Spirit, for Aqua. So check in. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in and how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always helpful. All right, so don't dismiss intuitive downloads. Okay, so if you get near a person and it feels off, that's not for you. All right, you're not in alignment. What else, Spirit? Step back. Okay, so you're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get to the perspective needed. I feel like it came out in the reverse. I feel like you've already done that, okay? And I feel like you're realizing certain things, all right? You've already done the 2 steps back, 1 step forward, all that shit, and now you're moving forward. Okay, so good for you. No step backs. No step back, no step back. Okay, resolution. This is the resolution. All right, so whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way that you want it or hope it does. But being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. All right, so there's something here. Maybe your heart is questioning. You're questioning your heart when it comes to something. Okay, so there's a decision that needs to be made. Should I go left? Should I go right? Okay, whatever your heart tells you. One more. All right, receive. So you're being asked to open and receive universal gifts. This could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy. I said that earlier in the very beginning. So healing energy and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of all these gifts and open up to them. And that's where the High Priestess is coming in. I feel like you guys are learning something and it's conflicting somebody else, okay? What's what's this Ace of Swords in the reverse, Spirit? What's this Ace of Swords in the reverse? Somebody's getting caught in their own lies. It could be an ex of yours, a Capricorn. Okay, so 2 of Swords, a Libra. A Libra, a Capricorn. Could be significant. All right, what's this Ace of Swords in the reverse? The Emperor is in the reverse. Okay. What's this Ace of Swords and the Emperor in the reverse? So you got a liar here. Somebody here who likes conflict. Okay, somebody here who's abusive. Who abuses their authority. Okay, and then love bombs you. No. For some of you here, your Emperor needs to go ahead and love himself a little bit more. Okay, so that could be significant. What's this Emperor in the reverse? Ace of Swords in the reverse. For some of you here, this person is conflicted because of their boss. And that's why you don't shit where you eat. They could have started something up at work or some shit like that. And now they're conflicted. What's this Emperor in the reverse? Ace of Swords. Yeah, look, 4 of Wands. Okay, so don't shit where you eat. That's stability, that's security. What's 4 of Wands? 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's definitely juggling, okay, juggling you, juggling a lie. They're juggling a lie. They don't love the person that they're with, but they're in love with you. Okay, but if they're in love with you, then why the fuck do they make you feel that way? You know, it's kind of like, 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're juggling the idea. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse is Capricorn, and then you got Aries here, right? The Emperor in the reverse, and the 4 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag could be significant. But the Ace of Swords is in the reverse, so yeah, they're lying about something. They could be stuck lying in a family dynamic of some sort, okay, and they're juggling them, or they're juggling you. Alright, so what's the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse? What's the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse? They can balance nothing out. They're set back. Okay, there's a lot of setbacks for this person. Alright, so 8 of Wands. There's no communication. For some of you here, this could simply be you're not speaking to this person. Okay, but Ace of Swords is in the reverse. What's the Ace of Swords in the reverse? 8 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Alright, for some of you here, you're very reliable, you're very resourceful. This person could be fucking their boss or something like that. That's why they're stuck. What's the King of Pentacles? I feel like you're very reliable and very resourceful. Okay, very confident in yourself. Queen of Wands. Okay, so there could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn that maybe you were in love with, or an Aries, Leo, Sag that maybe you were in love with, okay, or something like that. They're out with an Aries, Leo, Sag or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. right? And now you could be in this kind of energy. High Priestess is in the reverse. You're keeping secrets, all right, or hidden agenda, or somebody is. Okay, what's this Queen of Wands? Somebody's watching you being confident. Somebody's watching you, okay, and they know how good you look. You're looking sexy, all right, and now they're stuck. Pisces energy. Now they're stuck. They're trying to see things from a different perspective, all right? So they know they have to release certain things. They know they have to release certain people from their life, all right? What's the Hangman? What's the Hangman? Again, comfort zone could be significant, right? The High Priestess in the reverse. So yeah, hidden agenda. Somebody's stuck here doing magic all the fucking time, okay, or something like that, and they're gonna stay stuck, okay, because they don't know how to they don't know how to do things in moderation. The Temperance is in the reverse, okay. Seven of Swords is like they're always tempted. Okay, they're clouded. Their fucking vision is clouded. Okay, they're living in another world, in an illusion of some sort. Okay, so the High Priestess in the reverse. This could be the other woman. Okay, so this person could be the other woman of the person. Okay, so what's the High Priestess in the reverse? Follow your intuition, guys. Don't dismiss intuitive downloads. You got the Wheel of Fortune here. Don't dismiss intuitive downloads. This person hasn't changed one fucking bit. If anything, they're coming back. Love, hate wins over love. Okay, so the Chariot in the reverse, they're not focused on what they need to be focused. This could be a Cancer. Somebody who drives for a living could be significant. What's the Chariot in the reverse, Spirit? I don't know, man. What's the Chariot in the reverse? Somebody could have an accident here with the Chariot in the reverse. That's their karma. Or their car is not working or something like that. Okay, and then the Four of Swords is in the reverse. So yeah, all to work. So that you don't fall in love with anybody else, so that you can come back to them. Now they're getting some sort of karma. There it is. Justice. The World is in the reverse. The Knight of Wands is in the reverse. The Five of Cups is in the reverse. I feel like you've already healed from this. Okay, so good for you. Angel guide, spirit guide, took the light. For Aqua. So you got here, sometimes those that are in power use fear as a tool to control others. I feel like that's this person's boss or something like that. Whoever the fuck they're with. The Emperor is in the reverse. Yeah, this is definitely somebody who's in power and they use fear. Okay, so keep your mood silent at this time. Confirmation. All right, you could be dismissing intuitive downloads. Don't do that. Don't continue to give your time and energy to who and what doesn't deserve it. All right, you got Uranus. Okay, so rebelliousness, revolution. Okay, you guys, this went direct. Okay, so tap into your spiritual gifts. It's time for you to tap into your spiritual gifts. You guys are very spiritual, clairvoyant. You're learning, you're going through the shadow work, you're learning something on a book. You could be doing anything like that. Good for you. Value yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves you. Right? Just because you were in the sidelines watching doesn't mean you were losing. It means that you were learning. What else, Spirit? So you've been kind of like observant. That's Aquarius all day long. Right? They're very observant. They don't say nothing, but when they do, it's like, eek. Okay, but nothing will ever be what it once was, and you already know that. Okay, so for some of you here, this is not worth fixing. What else, Spirit? Advice. 10:55 on the timer, on the clock. Okay, so for some of you here, 10, something's coming to an end. 55, you guys could be seeing that. All right, Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Some of you could be seeing 10:10. All right, so don't continue doing the same shit over and over again, or doing the same people over and over again. Okay, Gemini energy, lovers. So make your choice. Something about twins could be significant. Y'all could be twins. I don't know. Be mindful and protect your energy, your space, and your energy. Right? Expressing you are experiencing depression and anxiety due to lack of motivation. Do something about it and don't quit. Right? Get in tune with spirituality. Right? Connect to higher source and understand. I understand my sole purpose is to heal and guide others. That's what you're supposed to be doing, guys. Healing, guiding others. Okay, giving them good advice as much as you can. I'm gonna pull some money cards really quick. I haven't pulled money card. I don't think I have, but I will now. Right, so angel guides, spirit guides for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What do you got for Aquarius spirit? When it comes to money. 44 on the timer. Okay, so learner. Some of you are going back to the academy. Some of you are learning something new. Okay, good for you. It's never too late to learn. Okay. When I was in class, there were 70-year-olds. When I was in school for nursing, there was like 60-year-olds. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, 60-year-olds in there. It's never too late to go back to school. All right. Somebody's bothered. Maybe because you have education, right? And they don't. Don't fear failure. But be afraid of regrets. Your worries are blocking your success. Remind yourself of your greatness and stay optimistic. What else, Spirit? Shopping. All right, so if you're thinking about making money or retail online sellings, this is a good sign for you to try it. It's also an opportunity to take your business into the internet and collaborate. Okay, so you could be working with three different people, right? You could be the fourth one, but working with someone who has the same goals as you will increase your power and reach. Someone wants to do business with you. All right, so what's collaborative? Somebody does want to do business with you. Okay, so attention, but you need to pay attention. Okay, be careful of making decisions with your finances. Prioritize your needs over your wants as it affects the harmony of your cash flow. Somebody could be a gambler, okay, or somebody could be gambling something. Okay, so gambling could come in a different form too. Gambling could be, I'm gambling my decisions, I'm making a risk, I'm taking whatever. Okay, so for some of you here, 333 could be significant. You guys need to pay attention. Okay. You got here, just do it. All right, so procrastination will not bring you any success at this time. This is the best time to put your plans into action. Just do it like Nike. All right, guys, so that's what I got for you. I love you all. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I am sending you peace, love, prosperity your way. Thank you so much for your time. I love you all. I am sending you good blessings, okay, all of the greatness that you guys deserve. All right, guys, love and light. See you in the next one. Peace.